The illegal elbow.
Elbow techniques.
This is the elbow.
An elbow from here. I'll throw the elbow.
Yeah, the illegal elbow.
All right, people, we're back, man. Illegal Elbow Radio. Another exciting episode for you guys, man. This is Brian from Illegal Elbow Radio, Illegal Elbow on Twitter.
And this is Dan from MMA Aftermath on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, Dan, so your boy, we're talking about it. Your boy, Czech Kongo, which, it's your boy, I'm just kidding. But your boy close to batting 500 here if he loses this one, which I'm betting he will. It's taking on Alexander Volkov. And just to throw it out there, man, we're going to pay I almost said disrespects. We're going to pay some respects to some of the other good fighters on this card, too. But it's not a card we're going to go over. It's not a card we want to sink our heels into just as of yet, even though Bellator is making some cool changes. Front and center, Dan, what do you think about this fight? Volkov and Kongo.
As always, I scratch my head why Czech Kongo is still fighting. It's Czech Kongo. We've already coined Czech Kongo a gatekeeper. Yes, he's beating LeVar Johnson, Eric Smith. He's got some fights against some guys that are LeVar Johnson. Come on, really? Is LeVar Johnson going to be holding any kind of belt anytime soon?
No.
It's you're beating Peter Grams and a Mark Godbeer, which Mark Godbeer just fucking in another, if I'm not mistaken, just won a championship or a belt. I don't know if it was in Bellator or another organization.
Let's take a look here, man.
Godbeer, steadfast in a Godbeer over there, man. So
yeah, that's where it came from, right there.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here, man. I want to find out, and this fucking page keeps moving.
Well, while you're looking at that, just some more comments on a Czech Kongo. A Czech Kongo. If anybody wants to wonder why a Czech Kongo is in a Bellator right now, it's because of Czech Kongo's name. Okay, Czech Kongo basically right now, he's getting a lot of the French fans. He is, and that's what he did over at UFC. But as for a fighter, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, if he trains, he should be able to fight." Because we're having an argument about the Ken Shamrock deal. If he trains, he should fight. It's a fucking ridiculous fucking statement, dude, on so many fucking levels.
Yeah, I could train. Doesn't mean I'm going to go in there and fight. Fuck, I can't fight. Are you shitting kidding me?
And Czech Kongo, argument. If everybody wants to get behind Czech Kongo and say, hey, yeah, 22-10, which I think he's going to fucking lose to a fucking Volkov in this one. And then we can just say, hey, we'll give him another fucking can, and he can win again. And he'll be back up, kind of that thing, you know what I'm saying? Keeping him relevant with, if he gets his ass beat by somebody that's better, we'll give him a can. We'll give him a Peter Graham or an Eric Smith. So,
yeah.
That's right. And on the other hand, Alexander Volkov, I hope he does good, man, because as far as I'm concerned, some of these guys just need to be fucking exposed, put out the fucking pasture, and if it takes him getting his total ass fucking knocked out or beat to shit to do it, to kind of like do some tough love, just beat his ass right out of the fucking organization if you got to teach him a lesson. Because I personally am done with Czech Kongo, dude. Czech Kongo hasn't improved anything for me. He hasn't improved head speed, has movement, or anything, man. The guy's God's gift to all the physical talent in the world, has never, in my opinion, put it together against any top guys. He came back and knocked out fucking H.D. Barry. Who gives a fuck? H.D. Barry ain't even in fighting anymore.
He's gone.
Doing kickboxing or whatever.
He's been gone a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. He's done. Come on. It's the curtain call, the twilight. Move on. We got other people in here. I know you want the fans, you want the tickets, but it's gatekeeper done. I'm done, bro.
Just to go ahead and seal up our little, put a capper on the Godbeer thing. Yes, he did win a title at Bama 21 against Paul Taylor. Big dude, man. Paul Taylor's big dude. They don't have his age and weight listed, but his weight was 238. I think that's a little off. He was a big dude. He wasn't a real tall dude, but he was a big dude in terms of wasn't as big as Roy Nelson, but he was a fluffy dude. But a dude, it's also coming off a lot of knockout wins. A lot of knockout wins. Holy shit. I mean, his career is peppered with knockout wins. So, yeah, all his wins were eight wins by knockout. Godbeer finished him too, knockout. So, sweet. Yeah. It was one of the things where Godbeer just was able to outwork him, outlast him, and just
little redemption. Redemption for him, and you could see the emotion on his face. That really meant a lot to him, dude. So,
yeah. Just got to the point where he was just beating him up. This guy was cast out.
Oh, yeah. And that fast.
And it got beer.
But Alexander, get back to the fight. Alexander Volkov, man, fucking 6-2 in his last 8. So, I can't say that much for, not named opponents, but, TKO punches, rear naked choke. Unanimous decision here I'm seeing. So, hey,
17 knockouts, 2 submissions.
63% on leg strikes, dude. Successful. 67% successful on takedowns. So,
nice.
we factor that in. I just think this guy's young. Dude, he's 6'7".
I got another good one for you, too, man. Another good little stat. He's only been knocked out once, and it's by who? It's by the current Bellator heavyweight champion, undefeated heavyweight champion.
Yep.
So that says a lot right there. Says a lot. He's been submitted twice, decision twice. Mm-hmm. Other than that, he's 17 KOs, 2 submissions, and 5 decisions in his win column.
In his last one, it could be controversial, split decision, so.
You're talking about.
I was talking about Volkov. Sorry.
No. Yeah. You're right. That was that one I did not see.
Tony Johnson.
Yeah.
But I just think it's back down the fucking rungs of the ladder rungs. Goes Kongo once again. How many times did he get booted in the face and get knocked down about fucking 10 steps on the ladder, dude? In his career, how many times? Yeah,
absolutely, man.
Lose 3,
so many times that you need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, lose 3, come back, win 1.
Hey, one thing I got to say though, man, about this Tony Johnson that recently beat Volkov. And if it's controversial, it's controversial. I don't want to take anything away from Volkov or this guy, but this guy's got wins over whatever it's worth, man. Tim Sylvia, but also Derek Lewis. Well, that's about it as far as really notable. He lost to Daniel Cormier in 2010. That's King of the Cage.
Everybody's been knocking fucking Derek Lewis's fucking face around for the last fucking 3 fights anyway. So
yeah, Derek Lewis. It's like it's nice additive for newbies to come in and beat the hell out of him, but
trick pony shit,
hopefully this Tony Johnson doesn't turn out to be that, because right now he's 9-2. So, who knows? But he's a big dude. He's a big dude, 265. But hopefully he's able to move that weight.
In my opinion,
he's a big guy in a lot of ways.
It's like this would have been a great thing for the heavyweight division if they could have signed a Crow Cop. But that didn't happen. They didn't jump fast enough, and UFC set their frickin' vultures out and swooped them up. This should be a learning lesson, okay? And also should be a learning lesson is, how about you got a wealth of young talent coming in from Russia right now? It's like a wellspring of guys. It's just badasses. And I hopefully we see Alexander Volkov, and I hope he does. Just fucking dismantle Kongo, and just be like, listen, bitch, you're done, okay?
Yeah.
Good run. I'm done. Everybody, I'm fucking done, bro. I'm pissed off because I'm sick of having Chuck Kongo fucking conversations, dude.
Yeah, I can tell, man.
Love the guy to pieces. Great guy personally, but fighting, man, come on, dude. You're not showing us anything.
Yeah, especially in Bellator. It's like this is a place where you should be doing good.
Yes. This is where you climb back up the ladder and try to get back in UFC. No. You know what? This guy needs to clean his ass up, and then Bellator, shine. Let your guy shine. Let the Russian guy shine, man. Showcase him. Like I said, go over to Russia. Showcase these guys, man.
Yeah.
Take over Russia. You know how many millions and millions of fans over there that are starving for you to come over there and have some main events in Moscow and in other places? You'd be a big-ass draw. And as far as we know, Brian, has UFC taken any advantage of any Russian events, cards over there lately? You know, I can't remember when.
M1 Global's over there. They're about the only big one over there, really. So I mean that I know of. You know what I mean? Which, being that we don't know about them, they're obviously not that big. So Bellator going over there would make a huge stink.
You got Minikov, fucking Volkov, fucking Krasanovkov, and fucking beat your ass cough, and everybody over there, man. Make these guys, build these guys up. Get them fucking screaming for these guys. Bellator, man, you got your ratings up. Oh, shit, you got a big old rating spike because you brought it over to the motherland and you let these guys fight for the, Volkov and the champ fight for the belt. It would be great.
Which they already have. So, I mean, if Volkov earns it back, which he might earn it back with this fight, who knows?
Yep.
You know what I mean? He might have to go another fight after this because he's coming off a loss with this one. But who knows? It's Bellator. Bellator's not going to have that many,
No, you can
eliminators. You know what I mean?
You can bolster this division and make it shine without having to have a guy tagging along in the back by the name of fucking Czech Kongo, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, not only that, man. I got to give Czech a little bit of credit. He's 40 years old, so he's not going to be around much longer.
No,
it's not going to be. And 22-10, it's not something to fucking be all upset about. If he loses this fight, retires. I mean, I don't think he will, but if he loses this fight, yeah, he's batting 500%. You know, if he wins the next one, okay, you're a little above 500%. You go out on a nice win or something, say over a complete can or something, then big deal. You know what I mean? He's had a nice run at UFC until it just could not go anymore. You know. No. I mean, you can't say the guy hasn't had a good career. I mean, the guy goes back a long ways. He's, like I said, 40 years old. I give the guy a lot of credit, and you did as well. I mean, it's not like we were completely disrespect the guy. It's a matter of when to say when. You know what I mean?
No, we were talking about this back when his days were done or getting close to being done in UFC. You know, it's like, yeah, we're not bagging on it, but we don't want to sit here and run down in a Bellator. Say, yeah, man. Okay, yeah, man. What's Bellator got on tap this weekend? Czech Kongo.
Well, he is 4-2 in Bellator. We got to look at it that way too.
Yeah, but
it's not like a losing battle.
We ran down some names. You know, you're not gonna fucking fall off the side of your seat. You know, it's like
right. And Peter Graham's a hell of a kickboxer, and Czech Kongo comes from kickboxing, so that was a good win for him. In my opinion, because Peter Graham's known for his kickboxing.
The thing with me with Czech Kongo more than anything, and people say, "Oh yeah, Dan, you're hating on Czech Kongo." Listen, like I said, the guy's got all the physical attributes that any fighter would ever want. The guy is cut, ripped, brick shithouse, but we do not see that transcend over into his fight game.
No,
it's just not there.
Yeah, he's not getting himself with the right training camp, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure your opinion as well. I mean, it's just he's not with the right freaking training camp, and it pisses me off. It's just my opinion on it. I mean, I don't know.
And Brian and I have talked about the comfort of your training camp you've been in for most of your career, probably like a la Czech Kongo. Comfort,
Kongo Smashing Club. It's the association.
Well, there you go. Okay.
I don't know how long he's been with them. I think he has been. I think he's been with Black Zillions at one point. I think. Don't quote me on that, people, but I think he's been with them for a short time. Maybe that's around the times they had problems. He ducked out and got the hell out of there. Because there were some times they were having some problems. They were doing a lot more partying than they were doing fighting. So maybe he got out of there at that time. Who knows? But if it's his own gig now, over in France, wherever it is. I don't know. If he's got his own fight club over there and it's all his own, no wonder he's not improving. Czech Kongo, basically, the guy's good for, some comeback wins, stuff like that through his career. He's a tough dude. I'm not going to say it, but he's a very, very solid striker with. Sometimes it looks like he has good wrestling, but other times it looks like it doesn't hit as an advanced at all. So I'm not going to bank on any wrestling that he's going to bring. I'm just going to say he's going to go out there with. We know he's a great striker, but we know his fucking chin is next to done. He's got a very. It's not even questionable anymore. He's got a glass chin. So if Volkov's able to find that chin, and Volkov's got a great chin. You know what I mean? He hasn't been knocked out a shitload of times. The guy's 26 years old.
It's going to be an utter domination, in my opinion, but
I think there's always that chance where a Czech Kongo can land that perfect shot, but it's that just not even, I don't want to say fluke, but just for lack of a better term, of that fluke shot that just comes flying through, and then he loses his ass every other fight out. Other than that, there's that one little possible 3% that he can land that fluke shot and fucking just knock somebody out cold. Is he still that much of a powerful striker? I don't know, man. Maybe not at age 40, but who knows? I agree with you though. I call Alexander Volkov across the board, man. I mean, really.
Got Lorenz Larkin coming in here after a big win against John Howard, dude. I didn't see it coming.
That was badass, dude.
We were wondering where Lorenz Larkin's career was going, really, because before that fight he had lost 4 out of his last 5 in limbo, losing against Constance Philippou, Brad Tavares, Derek Brunson. His career's in limbo. Comes back,
great
fucking
strike force too.
Knockout fucking win against fucking John Howard. Who John Howard, you don't really, you got to have respect for John Howard's fucking game.
Awesome striker, man. Hell yeah.
And just what happened to Lorenz Larkin? And before we get to Ponzinibbio, we're just going to break down Lorenz Larkin here a little bit. Did he get into a new camp? What's going on here, bro?
I don't know exactly, but the dude made some serious changes, man. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know exactly what he's done. He's in Millennia MMA.
So either he changed camps or he changed technique here, because it really paid off, and it was a huge victory for him, man, and it saved
Knockout
the possibility
win,
of a pink slip in your locker after the fight. So.
It looked to me like, too, that he had much better wrestling defense. I don't know if Millennia MMA is who he's always been with, or whether he changed training camps, I have no idea. But maybe they changed who he trains with in a long period of time or something, or they just or maybe he just took the time off that he needed to take. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that long between fights, August 30th to January 18th.
Well, in past fights when we were breaking them down, you always used to say he kind of fucking waits to turn it on in the fucking later rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where's Lorenz Larkin at? Fucking, okay, I'm gonna try to pull this one out in the third. It was exact opposite against his win against John Howard. Something clicked. He was like, man, I gotta get this guy the fuck out of here. Worked out perfect, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the thing where he's like, okay, I got to be first. Versus, his last 3-4 fights, to where maybe he realized, or maybe he was hanging back, waiting to be the counterpuncher. Because over the last couple of years, everybody's been taking on this counterpuncher aspect, and which is brilliant in my opinion. I mean, that's the way to go, especially if you're with somebody that's a fast striker, somebody that's a power striker, and somebody that always wants to be first. So maybe he game plans when it comes to certain people now. To where, okay, this guy's a striker, he's going to want to strike first on me, so I'll go ahead and play that. I'm completely losing it here, but
play that counter weight.
Yeah, the counter striker. Yeah,
fucking game.
Counter, the weight and counter kind of game. Yeah, exactly. And maybe some guys he's realizing, well, I can't do that with everybody. You know what I mean? Because we can tell that he's learned some different shit in the last, whatever you want to call it.
Let's look at even his losses in his fights, dude. Okay, all the way back from Gian Vellante, dude. Fucking decision, 3-round decision. 3-round decision, 3-round decision, 3-round decision, 3-round decision, 3-round decision. This is wins or loss, okay?
Right.
And I'm hearkening back to what we were talking about, a slow starter.
Yeah.
If he can keep this little mini, not a streak, but keep this carrying over to a Ponzinibbio, dude, which you can go right on into his resume, dude, right now if you want. But and Ponzinibbio's resume,
I'm sorry,
fucking
dude.
butchering.
I think that was Ponzinibbio. I think that's what came out.
Ponzinibbio, sorry, man. I'll get it.
That was
but
awesome.
His MO is more aggressive, come at you, I'm taking it to you. So if Lorenz Larkin is his new technique is I'm pushing the fight is going against the Santiago, who already is going to push the fight, we could see a little bit of clash in the middle of the ring here, bro.
I think it's going to be an awesome fight, dude, because you got Ponzinibbio. One side he's Team Nogueira, on the other side he's American Top Team. So I mean, he's got two good camps.
Yeah,
Team Nogueira is an excellent team to train with. You don't want to see them fight, not anymore, anyways. I don't want to see them fight anymore, not either of them. But that's just me. But
what are you talking about?
Team Nogueira.
Oh, Nogueira. Oh, they're coming up on the same card soon here too.
What, the two brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But he fights with trains with Team Nogueira, and on the other side, 50 foot up, they got a slash. Okay, it's Team Nogueira / American Top Team. So he's over here doing different things with different camps. This guy's smart, man, and with a record of 19-2, he's right in there doing what he needs to do. Because American Top Team, you can learn a host of shit just alone with them guys. And Team Nogueira, you're going to learn. You got some serious knowledge going in here. What it takes to, if you're on your back, you're landing some sick ass submissions. I mean, you're learning from top dudes that have been in there for years.
And that brings you up to a decision. Maybe he'll take it to the ground. Who catch Larkin off guard and say, let's fucking go to the ground, see what you got. So
yeah, I mean, this dude, 19-2, he's got 11 knockouts, 5 submissions, and 3 decisions. So he's a great striker. I mean, in terms of very versatile though. Yeah, 5 submissions in there, couple decisions, whatever. I mean, you could call those happenstance. They're just tough fights. But he's been knocked out once and decisioned once. So, and we're talking 21 fights. He's never been submitted. You know what I mean? So that's a damn good thing, right? 21 fights never being submitted. That's a damn good thing right there. This dude's, I mean, as it looks right now, dude's got a huge future, man. It looks great. And he's 28 years old. He may as well be in his prime right now. He beat Sean Strickland. A lot of people were expecting Sean Strickland to come in here and look great, which Sean Strickland might still look really good. But earlier this year, man, Ponzinibbio stopped his ass. Well, not stopped him, but I mean, he decisioned him. It was Bigfoot versus Mir. That was a great night, dude. That was a good night of fights. But his only loss in UFC is to Ryan LaFleur, man. And Ryan LaFleur recently got fucking just outdone by Damian Maia, of all people. So, I mean, it's so weird. Damian Maia completely was able to take him out of his game. And Ryan LaFleur, that's his only loss. So what does that tell you? That's another thing right there, man. What does that tell you about Ponzinibbio? He's bad.
It's all dirty, shitty tasting, homemade fucking liquor.
These guys are both exciting because Lorenz Larkin looked awesome in his last fight, and he had a great Strikeforce career. I thought he looked excellent in Strikeforce. Some fights, it's like this guy could be getting near a title shot or an eliminator or something like that. And Ponzinibbio looks like he's got a bright, shining future. So, I mean, it's going to be an awesome fight, man. To make a call, no idea, man. No idea. I'm not even going to try. So,
Okay. It's a little comedy there, people. But we got a serious fight coming up here. And it's two different spectrums here. We have the legend, Lyoto Machida. One of our all-time faves, Brian. You know that.
Yep.
Okay. A legend, living legend in Japan as well as in Brazil. Okay.
Yeah.
Going
Awesome.
against a phenom, a 9-1 Yoel Romero. Okay. Now the thing about this is it's one guy trying to get back up to contendership, and it's another guy that is, even though he won his last one, there was some controversy. Okay. And not only controversy for Yoel Romero, brother, but some questions. Okay. Some questions on if you're going to come in there cut like you are, and we've said it before, you got to feed those muscles.
Yep.
Okay. Now you're coming in against a guy. If you haven't done your homework, and let me tell you one thing, man. That being said, with the cardio and everything and feeding the muscles, man, Yoel Romero has he has untapped fucking talent for days, man. Some of the shit that we've seen, some of the crazy ass flips, all this shit.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's awesome, yeah.
This is what I want to see against the Lyoto Machida. I want to see him go off, but you have to be concerned because if you go off and you miss, we all know what Machida does to you. He makes you pay. He makes you pay for your mistakes. So I think Yoel's going to come in here on an attack. He's going to be going after Machida, but I don't think Yoel's seasoned enough to really know how to cut off the ring to get to a Machida. He's going to be exerting a lot of energy trying to get to Machida. So that's why I see Machida in second round and on start to take over, impose his will on an utterly gassed Yoel Romero that has been trying to chase around Machida the whole time and then basically pick him apart, bro.
Yeah. No, dude, top-notch assessment, dude. I like it a lot. He's got some knockout wins, talking about Romero, which, don't get me wrong, man, 8 knockouts out of his 9 wins, 1 decision. But let's say the competition hasn't been there. His one loss was to Rafael Cavalcante in Strikeforce 2011. We've seen him piss dirty in a number of times. So that win may be that loss to Cavalcante may be in question. I don't know how much they do when they come up with shit like that, but I think Cavalcante pissed dirty right around that time. But who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe Yoel Romero was pissing dirty that time too. We don't know, but he would have been caught though.
Better get off the stool on this one.
But yeah, get the hell off the stool, because if he doesn't, they're gonna know something's up. You know what I mean? They're gonna know he's, he can't, whatever. You can't get off the stool in time. You can't continue.
They're going to be looking for it. They're going to be looking for it, too, this time. So
yeah, they definitely will. And the thing is, with Lyoto Machida, he could very well land the takedown on a Machida. If he gets in close enough and gets Machida down, it's very possible. But he's not going to pull that off front and center. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen early on. Machida's too fast for that, unless you got a drug-filled Machida that's not on his game. I mean,
or he could be going off doing those kicks, those...
Yeah. I mean, let's take a look at Machida's last couple. You're talking CB Dalloway, easy win. Chris Weidman, 5 rounds. Took Chris Weidman 5 rounds, people. Gegard Mousasi, the decision win also. We're talking about top-notch dudes here. Head kick KO Mark Munoz. Very questionable loss to Phil Davis. I'm not even sure I can even call that a loss, but Phil Davis just did more of a rug and hump. And maybe Machida lacked a little bit in his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Same as he did with Luke Rockhold. But Luke Rockhold, a lot of people say, Machida even said it himself, Luke Rockhold landed a few illegal shots. And, but we've seen Machida say that before, though, in fights. I believe he said that I could be wrong, but I believe he said that about the John Jones fight. So I don't know if I want to say Lyoto Machida's doing a little bit of pissing and complaining, but he got handled in that Rockhold fight. But we're talking top 3. We're talking possibly top 2 here, because I think Rockhold has a very good shot at beating the champion. I think Luke Rockhold has an amazingly good chance at beating Weidman and beating him badly.
I got him beating him.
Yeah, I don't
overpowering him.
I don't see where Weidman's going to go in that, because Weidman looked at a standstill pace, in my opinion, against Vitor Belfort, and all he had to do was take him down. Well, you can take Rockhold down all you want, man. This dude's sick off his back.
Yeah, and not to mention if he gets you down, it's gonna be a hard time fucking carrying that weight.
Yeah.
After he cuts weight, he's gonna be bulking right up like we seen against fucking Machida. Fucking just overpowered him, dude.
Yeah. So I think it's a good chance. Yoel Romero's a very heavy-handed striker, man. 8 knockouts out of 9 wins. I mean, he very well could just wreck the chin of a Machida. And Machida, he may be a black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist, but he does not use it.
Yeah.
He does not use it as he should, in my opinion. It irks me a little bit because I'm a big fan of his. I like him.
We've seen where his bait in counter game has been exposed, like a Rockhold, a Chris Weidman.
Yeah, you don't beat
Chris
a Weidman up.
Solve that fucking problem.
Yeah.
And we seen what happens to a Machida's face when the problem is solved. Okay? But we see what happens to his face when he executes his plan and you can't find his face.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting wildly at a guy that's backing up and going circles, doing his little sidestep thing that he does, and then coming back at you. And then your face is fucked up. And if Yoel Romero can solve this by it's all about cutting off the ring and the timing thing, dude.
Yeah.
And you
Yoel Romero can get very gassed in this one, man. Like you said, he very well gassed out, man.
He better fucking have trained for a Machida, because you cannot just train like you're training for your next fight. You have to train specifically for a Machida style fight fighting against Lyoto Machida. That's it.
Yeah.
If you don't do that and you just go by, I'm gonna do this. I only lost once. It's gonna be a long night of you getting tired and getting pointed to death, and us coming back and saying you rested on your laurels, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Hey, for all we know, the best thing in my opinion, that Yoel Romero can do is bull rush him and get him down to the ground and ground and pound. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So if he wants to win this,
take a shot or two.
Play chase the rabbit all night. So
yeah. Take a few shots in order to fucking get it. Excuse me, get your hands on them legs, because if you can get that, even a double leg or single. Well, you get a single leg. I don't know if you're going to get the takedown, but I guess it all depends. I mean, Machida's takedown defense, it's not as good as it used to be, but I mean, against guys that haven't faced. I mean, Machida's been in the top 3 how many times? Yoel Romero hasn't even been close to top 3 yet. I mean, we're talking Clifford Starks, Ronnie Marks, Derek Brunson, Charles Bronson, Brad Tavares, Tim Kennedy. I mean, I'm not banging on Tim Kennedy, but Tim Kennedy's nowhere near the top 3 at this point.
And we've seen Yoel Romero knock people out. That's all great. That's crispy and delicious. But, okay, what if you can't hit a Lyoto Machida? You take him to the ground with your superior wrestling. You probably take Machida down. If you get a hold of him, you can take him down anytime he wants. But what are you going to do then? We haven't really seen that. We haven't really seen what is he going to do. Does he got a good ground game? Does he have good ground and pound consistently for an extended amount of time? How does he work in a guard of a guy that, if you got to admit, fucking Machida is going to be good at fucking some jiu-jitsu here, bro. So
he better be, man, really. I think he's lacking in that. I really do.
Right.
But one thing about Yoel Romero, you cannot knock out what you cannot hit. Yeah. So his best chance is to get this to the ground, because Lyoto Machida has not used his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. And he needs to fucking practice that for his ground defense, because if Yoel Romero gets him down to the ground within a minute and a half or more left in the first round, he has a very good chance.
Yeah.
The other
Hey,
I don't really think he's going to get it there that early, because this is a whole new world for him.
Yeah. That's what I'm curious. What is Yoel Romero going to do once he gets him to the ground? We're going to see consistent ground and pound against a guy that has, he probably has some decent against Yoel Romero. Or is Yoel Romero going to push this pace, use his power, do enough offense if he does get him down to where we're not going to have a stand-up situation because you're gassed, and basically use enough to where you're on ground control, where you can win this fight via ground control / pointing, advantageous position. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right, but when it goes to the next round, is he going to be able to get that to the ground again?
Yeah.
I really don't think so, man. He might be able to pull that off in the first, second. He might be too gassed to do it.
To be quick enough to close in. Yeah, that's a good point.
Very tough.
It's in an otherwise short, 7 fights on this night. This is a shining spot for me. I'll be tuning in to watch this. The curiosity is going to be like, and like I said in the beginning, this is a guy, Lyoto Machida, that's going to get back into sniffing the belt again, in maybe another 2 fights, to a Yoel Romero who you cannot deny anymore. You can't deny, 10-1. You got to start pitting him against some, maybe the belt, man. If not belt 1 or 2, because he's going against the number 3 right now. So if he beats Machida, it's almost title 3? Shot or contendership.
Yeah, is Machida number 3?
That's what they have. Man. Number 3 middleweight. They got Yoel Romero as a number 6. So this would catapult a Yoel Romero into either a contenders match or a straight up titles match. The winner of whatever.
Yeah, title eliminator or some shit. Yeah.
Which, hey, whatever. But both guys are basically getting, if they win, either getting a contender or a title shot. So this is a huge fucking match for both guys. So it's another reason to tune in, man. Dominoes will fall and the chess pieces will be moved after this fight. So
it's not one of them cards that's like, holy shit, I can't believe this is a free card. It's not one of them cards at all, man. It's not. It's a good card, but tune in for the later portion of it, man, because there's a lot of whatever you will call it, man. A lot of building in this card.
People, if you want to comment on what we're saying here, go for it, man. We want to hear your feedback. Either right on the Spreaker page or right on Facebook. Anywhere we post on Facebook, any group that you guys hear this, fucking right. We're gonna try to get back to you. Until that time, man, you can go check out all the new stuff we have on illegalelbow.com, Twitter, Illegal Elbow, and MMA Aftermath.
Yeah, I love it, man. Steadfast, brother.
In a God beer.